let me know if you like these raw training videos, and please let me know in the comments below. If you don't like them, I understand, it's really raw. Some people like it, but if you guys don't like it, let me know, so we're doing something else for you. If you like it, you will get 5 days of just pure raw training footage. Okay, 1st of August today. We're gonna start with the brand new training protocol. It's not super different. I explained it in the video before already. But we're gonna reduce the working sets. We're gonna change some exercises, and we're gonna put some exercises into different days. So we're gonna do a raw video series here. So 5 workouts, pretty much raw. And you guys, you can download the protocol for sure on my website, mr.olympia.com, or click in the description below. It's called the Olympia Protocol Part number 2. And there's probably a part number 3 going into the show. But I talked about that in the previous video. That's not what we're gonna do today. Today is push. Good news, today we had a new lowest weight. So weight is dropping. My condition gets better, we're getting in shape. We're 10 weeks out from a show. We're in a really good timing. It's not a lot needs to come off, so just a few kilos left and then we're good to go. Right, as I said, it's gonna be very raw today. Enjoy this video. If you want to see the vlog, that's actually the video coming after this one. Alright. We're doing 1, 2, 3 exercises for chest, 1, 2 exercises for shoulders, and 2 exercises for triceps today. The order, how we're gonna do it in the video. Let's move. Swelling send-offs, we need the waist trainers, we need, of course, a towel, we need something to drink, block book, and the phone. Many things. That's Spain. Like, people come to the gym to meet friends, to socialize, to talk, to have fun. And then there's me. I'm just here for getting my job done. And I love that when people are so like open and happy and they Like they just talk to you. They ask you how you are, what you do, who you are, and all that stuff. I love that. But it's like I'm so fired up to hit like weights and like crush them, and then like, hey Mike, how you doing? Hey, my husband, he's a bodybuilder too. And I was like, I mean, that's cool, that's so great, that's so exciting. But at the same time, I'm trying to like rip my chest into pieces, and it's like in between the seats. And I'm trying to be nice all the time. I appreciate that people are like so welcoming here. That's different in my own country. So in Germany, nobody ever talks to you. Never, never, never. Quick warm up. As always, low weight, moderate weight, high weight, 15, 20 reps, 10, 15 reps, 5 to 10 reps, out, 1 round, first working set, and then we let it rock. every time you go into a setting, you're like a fucking wild animal. You're gonna press everything, you're gonna contract all the muscles. Your body is like super stiff, and this is what I'm trying to avoid. I'm gonna lower the weight a little bit, and I'm going like in a really high controlled motion, back, 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 holding it in, stretch it out, and then with power and only isolated chest, back together. Same for bench press, same for incline, same for side laterals. So we're not swinging anymore. And we're trying to push our body in a position where it's like no movement at all. The only thing what's moving is the muscle, in order to save energy and not getting fatigued so much, but still putting all the stimulus into the muscle tissue. Hope that makes sense. Right? Let's rock. The German. That means don't touch my weights. By the way, I never listen to any music, I always listen to videos. Dorian Yates, Samson Dowda, Nick Walker, Seth Feroci, Rich Piana, Jay Cutler, all the good guys. Ronnie Coleman hypes me up like crazy.
Das hier, das ist ein Waist Trainer und der sorgt dafür, dass dein Bauch schön schmal bleibt. Beim Training presst sich der Bauch gerne mal raus. Das dehnt den Bauch nach außen. Das Problem, er dehnt sich nicht wieder zurück. Durch den Waist Trainer bleibt der Bauch da, wo er sein soll. Das gilt auch fürs Cardio, das gilt für große Mahlzeiten und sogar fürs Schlafen. An die Knochenstruktur angepasst, drückt er nicht und hält den kompletten Bauch flach. 3 stabile Verschlüsse sorgen für eine 360 Grad gleichmäßige Verteilung über deinen Bauch. Und die besten Nachrichten gibt es zum Schluss. Den Trainer gibt es jetzt 25% günstiger auf meiner Webseite mike.sommerfeld.com oder du klickst einfach hier unten auf den Link. Viel Spaß beim Shoppen. Ach verdammt, mein Bauch wird einfach nicht weniger. Hey du da, ja du. Du willst abnehmen? Ja, seit Ewigkeiten, aber nichts klappt. Ja, schau mal, ganz easy. Hier sind deine Trainingspläne, Ernährungspläne und alle Supplements gelistet, die dir noch beim Abspecken helfen. Das heißt, ich muss nur das machen, was da drauf steht und dann nehme ich ab? Korrekt. Und falls du nicht abnimmst, bekommst du sogar dein ganzes Geld zurück, ohne Wenn und Aber. Ja, das kann ich mir dann aber sowieso nicht leisten. Ja, ich weiß, so ein Coaching ist nicht ganz günstig, aber ich weiß, wie ich dir 50% abchecken kann. Okay, was kostet es und vor allem, wie lange geht das? Statt 250 € bezahlst du nur 125 pro Monat und das Geilste ist, du bekommst sogar einen Coach, der dir alle deine Fragen beantwortet. Geil, da bin ich dabei. Wo kann ich mich anmelden? Klick einfach da unten drauf auf den Link oder melde dich bei mike.sommerfeld.com direkt auf der Webseite an.
Next benefit, the new protocol. So I reset my training weights. Usually I do 42 or 50 pounds each hand. This was 30 and we failed at 13. That being said, I almost used a double amount of weight and did the same reps. In other words, my working set weight I'm using dropped by 50% and we're still failing at 13. That being said, that means actually that we're doing the job right. If you would have not failed at 13, then it's like, okay, something is wrong, we need more weight or stuff, but the system I was thinking about is actually working perfectly. So we had 30 for 13 reps. Next set's gonna be 30 as well. And we're going to see how many reps we're doing in the second one. I'm going to write all these numbers down and next week we're going to repeat the same workout, same day, and then we can compare the numbers. Obviously, we're starting from a low point. To progress from here is much easier than progressing from here to here. So what I've done the last few like 10 weeks, we did the Olympia protocol number 1. We increased the numbers like crazy. You need to see the videos. I doubled my reps, same weight. I doubled my reps from 1 week to another. So progression was through the roof. I was exploding. I had plenty of food. I was sleeping all day. I slept in between the day, so at night and during the day for another hour or two. I was recovering like crazy and I was like growing like crazy. But now, to start a new progression phase with already high weights doesn't make any sense. So I'm switching the exercises, I'm switching the style I'm training, as you guys can see, and then we go from there. Progress for the next 4 or 5 weeks, reset, and Olympia protocol number 3 for the Olympia prep time. So in Vegas, actually, the last 4 or 5 weeks. So I'm looking forward to progress again. The moment the numbers are stopping and you're not able to do another rep or some more weights or whatever, it gets frustrating. But at the same time, we're in a calorie deficit. I'm eating 100 grams of carbs. I can't expect new PRs. I mean, we're trying to get shredded. Not huge. Not anymore. Shani was doing bench press, dumbbell bench press, 14 kilos per side, 5 reps. Tomorrow she's like, babe, let's do more muscular with me. These are the moments. The 10 reps, I was like, there's maybe one more, let's try. I did the 11th one and I was like, wait, maybe I can get like a half rep out here. I pushed and was like, little bit. I was like, holy shit, that will take forever. But the moment I reached the like really contracted position, it was like, bam, chest was frozen. Perfect. This is where we get the stimulus from. This is how we get huge and shredded. Getting striations on my hands. Frustrating. I went outside, prepared the next machine, the bench press, loaded all the weights, and now we're coming out and all the weights are not there anymore. Some extra calories. That's the machine, guys. Such a massive stretch. So now I don't even come close to the ground. After I did like 2 sets, I'm totally stretched out onto the bottom.
Got a new essential amino acid flavor today. It's called, I think, Caribbean lemonade. Really tasty. It's like a mix out of citrus fruits. I think pineapple, lemon, orange, stuff like that. Really tasty. And I always put like an extra gram or 2 grams of salt into it. Get a better pump, better blood flow. The minerals, especially sodium, connects or increases muscle-mind connection, so to speak. It connects the synapses, the nerves, to send the signal from the brain to the muscle to contract. So every time you're cramping, you can use Peak's electrolytes. There's sodium in it, or you just use a little bit of like Celtic salt or Himalayan salt. Should help. In like really urgent cases, you can always use from like these 1 gram bags from McDonald's. Always have them with me, like 2 or 3. So post-workout when I'm training legs and I'm walking around and my legs are cramping like really bad, I'm using salt, like 1 or 2 grams. It takes like 5 minutes and then I'm good. If I don't have salt with me, it happened already. I opened the car, I went out the car and my legs, both of my quads were cramping, and I was laying on the floor on the streets and I wasn't able to move anymore because I wasn't able to bend my legs. It was really painful and the cramping does not stop. So I need salt on the go everywhere. Secret salt. So beautiful to see how my body is changing. I just looked myself in the mirror and I was like, oh yeah, we're getting sharper. I mean, obviously we're losing body weight, water goes out, fat comes lower, but we finished the first push phase and my body's really stressed out, like I'm holding more water. Now when I'm like chilling and post-surgery and all that stuff, I can see that my body is like, looks so much healthier and cleaner. It's so nice to see. So the moment my stress level comes down, I need to pee more, I'm more relaxed, my fatigue level drops, and my physique looks just so different. By the end of the video, by the end of the workout, we're going to do a little posing, so you guys can see how I look right now. 10 weeks out from the Olympia, but I guess we are moving forward in the right direction. As my coach would say, only positive steps forward. Right? Next positive step is another set of bench press. Don't ever let your weights on the machine. Clean your weights. Be respectful. I hate that when people like using machines and like, ah, you know what? Fuck it. Somebody else will do it for me. I hate that. Don't get too familiar with social activity mic. So as you guys know, I'm speaking a lot today because I feel really relaxed and not fatigued and stuff. But this will end next week and I don't talk that much anymore. Enjoy my last few words from, I guess, next week. It's diet push phase number 2. Last one in Spain. And it will get rough. And I won't talk that much. I will avoid eye contact. I will avoid conversations. I will avoid everything what costs me calories, basically. Every step, every word, everything. So enjoy shit talking, Mike. For maybe the very last time today. High incline press.
Last one. Finish it strong. Your rep. Push, 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 push. Your rep.
That's the vibe. That's the vibe. No, that's fine. Cool. Good. 12. 12. Todo. 2 series. Perfect. Fucking hell.
that humbles me like crazy. 60 kilos overhead press, shoulder press. That's like, when I was like 14 years old I did that. But in a way, different way to do it. It's incredible. If you're using your muscle right, lightweight get actually so heavy, so stupidly heavy. Because we're only isolating the shoulders. I'm trying to press less with my tricep, a little bit less with my chest, but high incline. Chest press is a mix out of front delts and chest. So chest is involved obviously, but I'm trying to isolate the targeted muscle as much as possible. Hope that makes sense. Is he done? You know that?
I think, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so we're cleaning the machine today.
He had asked if we done, and before he is gone.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And you said no?
I said I don't know.
Thank you for 7 extra calories.
time for this 18, yeah?
Yeah. Show me what you got.
Oh.
You can move the weight.
First time for us this year.
First time?
This year.
Oh wow. Your first time and we meet each other again? How cool. You know what? Let's try the 10. The 10.
One time. Oh no. No, it's okay.
I'm with you, don't worry. Tomorrow I'm gonna call you Mirel J-Lo. This is Mirel, and her mom. I met them last year and they're so nice people, and I love her. She's like 12, 13, 14 years old. She's such a cute person. And today was her very first day at the gym and we meet each other again. How cool is that? I love the universe, or whatever that is. Good day today. Bro, do you know why Germans always have bad front delts?
No.
Germans are not allowed to do this. I'm using the left hand, okay? Just that you guys know. We're Germans, we're not allowed to do this. You should not do that as a German. And you should never, if your nose is itchy, you should never scratch like this. Highly forbidden in Germany. When I'm not in Germany and I'm German, am I allowed to do Hitler jokes?
Why not?
I think Germans, they don't like Hitler jokes. But they're really funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you one.
Alright.
But it's a joke from a Jewish person, okay?
Okay.
It's not from a German, it's important.
Okay.
So the joke is about Jewish people. And again, it came from a Jewish girl. I call her my sister, Rachel Daniels. She asked me, Mike, how do 100 Jewish person fit into one car? I was like, no idea. You know what she said? The ashtray.
Holy, that's such a bad joke. Such a bad joke. But I mean, it's already time for World War #3. So once we have the next World War, we can do jokes about the last one, right? Officially. Okay. Such a matter of time.
please let me know if you like these raw training videos. And please let me know in the comments below. If you don't like them, I understand, it's really raw. Some people like it, but if you guys don't like it, let me know, so we're doing something else for you. If you like it, you will get 5 days of just pure raw training footage. Sounds like a deal. I will finish off now on my cardio and we see each other for shopping, right?